give me one more chance. Please don't take my life. I'll do anything. After a tough couple years in high school, Vivian finally got herself together and managed to graduate with decent grades. And after a whole summer saving up, she decided to move to upstate Rochester, New York, and enroll into college. It took nearly all her savings to buy her first second-hand car. And although she couldn't get herself a dorm room, with a little support from her father, Vivian moved there and found herself a small apartment. The rent was cheap, but it came at a greater price. Safety issues, as the neighborhood had a bad rep. Authorities have discovered another body of a young woman floating in the river this morning. The identity of the individual has yet to be discovered. However, the police suspect she may be one of the many young women who have gone missing in recent months. After settling down and scheduling her classes in the mornings, Vivian planned to get a job so she could afford her extra expenses. And fortunately, within a week, she managed to get hired at a local restaurant. So, when are you available? I was hoping to work the night shift. At night? It's always nice to have someone around at night. You're hired. Alright, so he's a perv. Her boss, Vitaly, wasn't the best of company. But Vivian didn't have much choice. At least, she wasn't alone here. Vivian, did I give you the wrong size uniform? No, it's fine. No, it looks a little tight on you. Come to my office. I'll take the measurements and... Extremely uncomfortable as Vitaly eyed her, Chelsea quickly got in the way and pulled her towards the counter. Don't worry, Vitaly, I got her. Come on, I'll show you around. Thanks. Is he always like this? Not just that, he's also married. Wow. Having a friend at work was always a good thing. There were so many countless times Vivian avoided awkward situations because of Chelsea. Chelsea was a fun, outgoing girl. She was never shy, loved to party. As for Vivian, she was rather seclusive, and Vitaly wouldn't let go of any opportunity to flirt or tease her. Damn it, this car had to break down right now. Oh, Vivian, is everything alright? Yeah, I'm fine. It's the car, isn't it? Come on, I'll drop you off. That's very nice of you, Mr. Vitaly, but your family must be waiting at home for you. I don't want to hold you up. Luckily, Vivian was smart enough to find her way out of these situations. Here's your check. You're a beautiful woman, Vivian. Yeah. Is this your wife? Wow, you have a child too. What a beautiful family. Oh, yeah. But sometimes she also needed to compromise. Things didn't always go her way. Is there anything you need me to do? No, you're doing a great job. Go on. How long is he gonna stay here and watch? What took you so long? don't ask. Vitaly? He is such a perv. You have no clue. He used to be much more aggressive. When I joined, it was like he had 3 wives in the store. But he's toned down quite a lot. After his wife found out about the last time, they had a hell of a fight. As the girls were chatting by the counter, suddenly, another man walked into the empty store. Speaking of a creep, here's another one. Hey, the customer is always right. Vivian went to take the man's order. Welcome to Vitaly's. May I take your order? But it was as if the man didn't hear anything she said and strangely looked at her. Sir? The man finally asked, Are you from Rochester University? Yes. Do you stay at the dormitory? No. So you live alone? Creeped out by the man's question, Vivian awkwardly said, Sir, I would really appreciate if you don't ask personal questions. After staring at her for a while longer, the man made his order and left. But that wasn't the end of the trouble for Vivian. It seemed not only did she have to deal with Vitaly, but now another creep. When she left work that day, she got this odd feeling someone was following her. And sure enough, someone was tailing her. Is that the same guy? Freaked out, Vivian tried taking a twisted route. Reaching home, she realized the guy had probably noted down her address. The next few days, Vivian locked up her doors and windows, whether she was in or out of the house. No one happened to break in, but stranger things happened. Who did this? For the next couple days, every morning, Vivian woke up to a zip tie on her car door. And then, come the weekend, when she was trying to relax at home, she was shocked to see something hovering right outside her window. Is that a drone? She immediately closed her curtains. Someone had been spying on her in the house using a drone. And worse, down the week, Vivian woke up one morning to find her front door open. What? I definitely locked up everything last night. Someone broke in. Vivian was out of her mind. She didn't know what to do. Who keeps on doing this nonsense? What? This zip tie. This is like the 3rd time I've clipped off one of these. Someone's probably just playing a prank on you. By the way, a couple of my friends and I were going to the beachside this Friday night. Want to join? No thanks, I have a lot of catching up to do with my classes. In the next few days, Vivian managed to break into some savings to get a security system. If her budget wasn't tight already, it was in all this. Her car broke down for good. Shoot. Vivian was stuck on the middle of the road, not knowing what to do. When she noticed a van driving up behind her, she sat there planning to call a towing service. The van suddenly stopped. The window rolled down, and with some luck, it was Chelsea. Chelsea? What a coincidence. Car Come on, we'll drop you home on the way. Thanks. Vivian locked up and joined her. Everyone was drinking and partying in the van. It was Friday. They were headed out to the beach. You sure you don't want to come with us? It'll be fun. You gotta take a break once in a while. Maybe next time. I have an exam coming up. Alright, at least you can have a drink, right? Sure. Vivian took a sip as the van drove on, listening to the loud music. But it was within a while she started to feel a little lightheaded. Chelsea, I'm not feeling... Vivian woke up with a horrible headache, but the minute she tried to move, she realized her hands and legs were tied. She got up struggling to see Chelsea in the room. Where am I? Why did you bring me here? Don't act so innocent. You know what you're here for. No, I'm not like that. Let me go. Don't worry. That's what they all say their first time. But a couple of nights here and nothing will bother you again. It'll be like breathing air. Chelsea? Chelsea, stop! It's 3 a.m. She's not here yet? She's not home. What are you looking for? Women? Men? Young? Old? Something spicy? Something experimental? Whatever is in room 768. How do you know about room 768? A friend of mine has been here. Well, it's gonna cost you $8.50 for her, an hour, and for the room, $200. Straight to your left. She'll be there in 15 minutes. A few days later, sometime in the middle of the night, Vivian noticed someone familiar outside the window of her room. I knew it. I knew you were behind this. The man climbed inside and ushered her. Listen to me. It's not what you think. We have to get out of here before they find out. Vivian watched as the man pulled out a rope ladder from his bag and hung it down. Let's go. Without thinking, Vivian climbed out after him. As they ran into the woods behind the motel. Wait, where are we going? Who are you? If we walk a kilometer to the south, I parked my car there. As the man hurried through the woods, Vivian followed after. And sure enough, soon they reached the road where she saw his car. Come on. It was you who broke into my house that night, wasn't it? Yes. I had a hunch something like this would happen with you. I'm a reporter, James Allen. James was an investigating reporter affiliated with the police department in Rochester. For the past few months, he had been working on the strange cases of young women and men going missing in town. A few bodies had been retrieved, however, they had always been in unrecognizable conditions. Reaching any further in the case was difficult. As James investigated, he realized there must have been some secret syndicate operating in Rochester that was behind all this. And that day, when he went to Vitali's and saw Vivian, he immediately matched the profile of the victims with her. She was attractive, young, and alone. So he began to keep an eye on her, following her to her address, spying on her via his drone, and as he suspected, Vivian was targeted. But I would have never been able to find you if I didn't break in that night. I noticed you had a busy schedule with college and work and always wore that watch. So I set a tracker on it. When you didn't return home that day, I was able to detect your location with the tracker. I figured the building's design with the drone and found out which room you were in. You saved me, but what about all the other girls? James sighed. I don't know what will happen to them. When I found out you were here, I spoke to the agent, my link with the law enforcement, but he was unable to initiate any action. It's not like the police discovered something new. They knew about this all along. What do you mean they knew? You think the authorities were unaware of this syndicate? They know it very well, but they choose to overlook it because they don't have a choice. There are a lot of influential people involved. They target girls like you, who are good-looking, beautiful, attractive, but at the same time, vulnerable. And to bait girls like you, they use girls like Chelsea, who themselves aren't good enough for the business. They don't have that kind of demand, even if they do have other talents. But what they do have is tremendous lust and desire for money and living a spoiled wild life. Learning the truth behind everything, Vivian was frightened. She asked, "What's going to happen to me? What am I going to do now?" You know their faces and their secrets. They won't spare you. You have to leave from here. Get yourself a new identity. Start a new life. Thank you for everything. Vivian's father soon got news she had gone missing, while she moved far away and started a new life. Away from home, away from family. She changed her identity and always trained herself to stay on guard. And as for reporter James Allen, even now, he continues to work on taking down the syndicate. The party will be hosted at the Golden Resort at the South Pacific Grace Island. You'll find the best women there. The Golden Resort. in South Pacific Grace Island. Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.